When you live with kids, back to school is the best time of the year. The house is quiet, nobody's eating up the food, nobody's making a mess. I just love it when they go back to school. Welcome to Off My Flat Chest, the podcast where we say we're not supposed to laugh too hard and get uncomfortably real about literally everything. No filter, no structure, just vibes. Let's get into it. Hey. Okay, so these kids went back to school today, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all don't know. Like, I've been stressing all summer. Personally, I live with children. I don't have any children myself because I just don't do that. Don't want it either. So these kids, I haven't had a moment of alone. Like, I had 2 weeks in the beginning of summer where I had like a few days alone and just that's it. But then all the kids start coming back. I was like, girl, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. But the kids are back in school. The house is quiet. Oh, did I forget to mention this is our first episode of Off My Flat Chest? I don't think I introduced myself for real. My name is Natasha Aurevelle, and I am the host of Off My Flat Chest. So, in honor of back to school, I wanna talk about school actually. Now it's been a few years since I graduated. I graduated in 2021, right after COVID. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about Miss BC herself before COVID. Now, before COVID, school was like very. I hated school. I'm not gonna lie. I hate school. I hated going. When I was young, like I liked it because I like learning. I like reading. I like doing all of that, like all that arts and crafts stuff. I like coloring too. I like doing all of that. But then like once it got into like middle school, like intermediate school type stuff, girl, I was getting bullied. I was getting bullied, girl. And I ain't gonna say it was good, but that puts a damper on your spirit. So I kind of shut myself down for a little while. What's wrong with me? I'm getting tongue tied. But yeah, I just shut myself down for a little while. So I really didn't. I started to not care about school because people made school not fun anymore. Like it was just so lame. I started to not care. Like my grades started slipping. I thought I wasn't as smart as I was, even though I am. Even though I am, cause let's not play. I just got a little naive. I got a little arrogant at times. But after that, like yeah, it was really the bullying. Cause like, what you talk about me for? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. Okay. Like folks be being mean for real, but I really didn't understand that because I am such a nice person. What you bullying me for? I'm not doing nothing to you. People are jealous too, but I really just didn't think about it like that. But anyways, let's not climb to that rock today. We're gonna keep it lighthearted. Let's not go too deep in there. But yeah, I was getting bullied and stuff. I got in my first fight at school in sixth grade. Y'all wanna know how that went? I'm gonna tell y'all. Let me tell y'all how it went. So I was in sixth grade. We had like this, like our period. We had like periods, like so, like every other hour you'll be in class pretty much, and like you switch in class with the same people you like got to school with. And my first class was like PE or something, right? Let me really think. Yeah, my first class was PE. So I got to school and we went to PE 7, 8 o'clock in the morning in PE. Remember, physical education at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And then our next class would be history. And girl, I did not like that teacher. We had her twice a day. Had her at the top of the morning and at the end of the day. But we'll get back to her. She a whole different ballpark in itself. So, but like I think it was like our third period is like our reading teacher or something like that, English teacher, and she was so nice. I'm not gonna lie, but this is how it started. Cause I'm getting off track. This is how it started. I called this girl. I called this girl a bitch. But I said she acted like a bitch. I was like, girl, you like her friend. Like folks, kids was real messy. Kids is real messy. I'm not even gonna lie. Her friend was like, "What do you think about her?" And I was like, "Girl, she be acting like a bitch. I ain't gonna go cap to you. She be acting a little bitchy to me. So so she goes back and tell her friend that I called her a bitch while we're literally in the same class. Can you please chill? Can you chill? What you starting drama for? We've been in class for 10 minutes. What you starting drama for? But anyways, I think like the next day, and there was also this boy involved, but he's kind of irrelevant because I didn't want him. So, and she thought I did, cause mind you, we're in middle school. Like some stuff happened back in fourth grade, and she girl, fourth grade, we're children. Let's remember that we're children. None of this is serious. People really thought in their mind they didn't like jump be serious at such a young age, and it really wasn't, y'all. I ain't never had no boyfriend. You know that school stuff that you just be talking to somebody. Oh, you my boyfriend now. You my girlfriend now, girl. That's play stuff. You're playing house, and I didn't play house. So she thought I was. She thought I wanted him because we had like a dance coming up, and it's not even a dance for real. It's just some ghetto shit, and everybody be in the gym dancing around. Like that's really it. So, anyways, and she thought he was gonna ask me or something. She thought I was gonna ask him. I don't know what narrative she made in her mind, but she thought I wanted him for real. But girl, we're in sixth grade. I really don't give a damn. I don't give a damn at this point. I don't give a damn. I don't know him. I don't know you. But anyways, next day she come to school. Since I told you we had gym top of the morning, we're all in gym, and they at some point they separated us. Like the boys and the girls were separated. So we had an upstairs gym and a downstairs gym. Now, mind you, this school it's an old raggedy school, but it was made for white people back in the day, and then it converted over to a majority black neighborhood. So now it's a black neighborhood. So if that's why y'all are wondering why we had two gyms, because I know some people be like, "Yeah, we only had one gym." I trust you. I believe you. But anyways, we went. The girls were at the bottom gym with the lady coach, right? So she just be telling us walk around the gym, like just get some steps in. I guess, girl. That's all we did for about a week. So she was walking around the gym. Yeah, I remember this day like actually I don't remember this day like it was yesterday. It's actually cutting, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, so the whole process goes. Okay, we was in the gym. She tell us to walk around. I'm gonna say like 10-15 minutes in. She had a Dr. Pepper on the floor, and one of the girls like they was playing, and she knocked it over. I don't know what's with gym coaches and having this one possessive thing that they're so possessive over, but she got so mad at that girl for knocking over her Dr. Pepper. Are you good? Like you need some help. It's a Dr. Pepper. Go to the teacher's down to get you another one. But yeah, she was writing this girl up. So she went in the office, and the girl went in the office, and her shades were closed. Like the way the office was, you could see in the gym. So her shades were closed. We're still walking around. So mind you, the girl I told y'all about that asked me was her friend a bitch or did I like her friend or whatever. She came up to me and she was like, "Didn't you say oh shit?" Oh, I did not mean to dox her. Okay, she was like, didn't you tell me that you God, I can't even I don't even know how to say it without saying her name. Didn't she said, "Didn't you tell me you called her a bitch yesterday?" And I was like, "Yeah, cause girl, I'ma stand on it. I'ma stand on it, cause that's what I said. That's what I said." So did she walk away? Her friend come up tapping me. At this point, y'all, like they're ambushing me. That like there's more of them. Like they're like, "So you call her a bitch? You call her a bitch?" Da da da. And these are her friends. It's not even her. She's walking behind. Like I'm with me and my best friend. We walking. They and my best friend, she don't be in nothing, so she just a bystander at this point. And I'm like, "Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did." So I keep walking. I keep walking, and they're like following me, y'all. So I'm trying to walk away. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I'm walking around like I'm not running from them. The coach told us to walk around the gym. What do you mean? So it gets to a point where the girl actually comes up to me and she was like, "You call me a bitch?" And I was like, "Yeah. Could you be acting like one?" And I think we started arguing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I blacked out. I blacked out because I remember we was arguing, and the girlfriend, she was instigating so bad. Like she just be instigating stuff. Like that's how it started. Cause it really wasn't a thing. She was instigating so bad. So she was in that girl ear, like we arguing, and I think like she had literally said like hit her or something like that. So she slapped me. She slapped my glasses off my face. Now some people that would be very embarrassing for them. Like, oh my glasses, girl. I don't give a fuck about these glasses. I can go get another pair tomorrow. I can go get another pair tomorrow. I got insurance like that. I had insurance like that back in the day. You feel me? So she saw my glasses on my face, and that's when I blacked out because I went to hit her, and I do remember tussling a little bit, and I got her on the ground, and I remember slapping her. I know I really didn't throw no punches because I was blacked out. I didn't know what I was doing, but I remember like slapping her. I know I was on top of her, and there was this girl. She was a baby stud at the time because we were in middle school. She was a baby stud, and she literally picked me up off this girl, and that's what like got me. I was like, girl, who is this picking me up? Like, y'all, she literally lifted me up off this girl and was holding me and put me by the doorway, and like put me down by the doorway. I was like, oh, ah, okay. Like that shocked me. That got me out of that black state. Like I was like, girl, what's going on? And I see her getting up, and she was getting up, and now I must did some damage because I think her lip was busted, my lip was busted, and she had some bruises on her face because she was a bit light skinned. I don't think I really had any bruises. I just know my lip was busted because they like she slapped me, so I know my lip was busted. But then after that, y'all, and it was like close. It was like right before we were supposed to get out for Christmas break, y'all. Bruh, we had to go into the teacher's office, not teacher's office, the principal. Now, yeah, we did all that. Now, mind you, we in the principal's office. At this point, like I'm mad. Like I'm ready to put my hands on her again. I'm mad. We in the principal office, and folks be walking past the principal's office, going to the lunchroom, and she in the doorway talking about some. Even though I was on the ground, I still ain't lose. I still ain't lose. I'm pretty sure you did, but okay, we gonna. I'll let you have your half a point because you slapped them glasses off. That's it. I'm gonna let you have your half a point. So at this point, like I'm really ready to fight her, but like the principal is in there, I ain't want to get in more trouble. You feel me? Cause if I had got up to hit her while we was in the office, then I could have gotten more days. But since she hit me first, she got more days. It really don't matter to me though. I was only out for like 3 days, so I mean I didn't like school anyway. I was fine being at home, and I had to call my mom. I was like, Mom. Well, no, they called my mama and they told her come get me. I was like, okay, cool. I ain't cried the whole time I was sitting there. But when my mama came, I started crying. I just bust out crying because I be real emotional when I get mad. But anyways, when she came, I bust out crying. She was like, "What you crying for?" I was like, "Girl, I just got in a fight. What you mean what I'm crying for?" I'm literally like I have so much adrenaline right now, and I'm so happy to see you. I'm scared I'm gonna get in trouble, like. But my folks ain't never been like the ones to like be mad at me for fighting or defending myself. So I was very okay. Everybody was actually excited that I got in the fight. Like not excited, but they were shocked. They was like, "Oh, Tasha got in a fight." I was like, "Yeah, girl. Uh, I think I got some money too. I think my daddy gave me like $20. I ain't gonna count to you. I think my daddy gave me $20, but I thought I was gonna die. I went home because y'all I'm so paranoid. I'm paranoid about so many things. I went home and I searched up like getting into fights at school, and I had saw this video on YouTube where this girl had gotten in a fight and she had died later the same day because she had went home and went to sleep, and she died in her sleep, and I was so scared. Cause after my mom picked me up, I had to stay at home by myself until she got off work. And y'all, I was so scared I was gonna be a goner. I was scared I had like a concussion or something. I didn't know nothing. So I called my mom. I was like I'm scared to go to sleep. I think I'm gonna die. and It was so funny. She was like, "You're not gonna die. Just calm down and lay down. Like you're okay." Like she was like, "Do your head hurt?" And I was like, "No, just my lip." And she was like, "Okay, well you're okay. You're not gonna die." I was like, "Okay." So I took my butt to bed. Hey, but yeah, that was my first fight. And I remember asking my mom. I was like, "Is this gonna affect like my Christmas gifts?" She was like, "No." You know how like parents they be like, "No, girl, like you just got in a fight and you worry about Christmas." Like, yes, I was worried about Christmas. This could put a damper on my like on my listing. Like, what if Santa Claus looking at that list? I'm some, ooh, she got in a fight 2 weeks before Christmas. I'm gonna have to add her to the naughty list. Y'all, I was scared out my mind. What if I don't get anything? If that man bring me cold, I'm gonna be pissed. Cause actually, I wouldn't. We was gonna make a barbecue. We was gonna put that hole on the grill. Other than that, that's like the only time I really fought at school. Other than that, like when I got to high school, like I did have a smart mouth. Actually, no. School was, oh my gosh. I hated like it was some teachers that didn't like me. I didn't like some teachers. Y'all, I got suspended for slamming a door. Are you kidding me? But we're gonna talk about that in a minute. But let's get to high school. Everything really happened in middle school. When I got to high school, I ain't gonna say I mellowed out, but I definitely calmed down a little bit. I was still very feisty, very smart mouthed if you tried to try me. And it was mostly with teachers. Like grown people just wasn't doing it for me at that time. I had minimal friends. I went to class with the same people every day, like I went to class with the same people since like middle school. That's just how they planted us. Like the smarter kids just went to class with the smarter kids, and I saw these mofos every day. And I'm not even an avid hater of school. I just hated the people that were in school. I just really didn't like the teachers or students. That was it for me. But I mean, that's really what did it for me. Like, yeah, like I love learning though, and I wish that I could have overlooked that and excelled a bit more in school. But it's really all right. I mean, I've graduated now. It's been about 3, 4 years since I did that, and has it? Yeah, it's been about 4 years since I graduated. That's crazy. Time flies. Time flies. But I'm not gonna lie, COVID did its big one. Because if COVID didn't happen, I probably would not have even graduated. Cause COVID year was so easy. Having to take class on the computer, y'all, I have been begging my mother. I begged my mother to let me homeschool, and she said no, no, no. COVID year came, yes, I'm at home. I'm homeschooled because y'all, I'm excelling. A's in every class, A's in every class. I was even doing other people work. I was doing other people work from other schools. I was doing other people work from my school too. I was getting paid. I was getting paid during COVID. I was getting paid. I was learning hella shit. When no teachers in the way. Y'all, I was getting paid in the mind and in the pockets. You feel me? You feel me? So that was just another thing that I like COVID year. A lot of people say COVID was the worst year ever, especially for like the 2020 kids that graduated. I totally understand that. Like you couldn't go to prom, you couldn't graduate for real. Like they're having drive-through graduations. I'll be damned if I drive up to that school and y'all hand me my diploma through the window. I'll be god damned. I would be damned if you did that. I'm not even paying for that, girl. Send it to the house. We ain't wasting no gas. We're not wasting no gas. But even my year, like we had a prom, cause it was a bit calmed down, but everybody did wear a mask to the prom. I personally did not go to prom because I am destined for greater things. Like I'm destined to be at the Met Gala. I'm destined to be on red carpets. I'm destined to wear Versace, not just a $2,000 prom dress. You feel me? Like I'm destined to do bigger things. So that's why I didn't go to prom, and I didn't even go to my eighth grade prom. Like, but I was more I had low self esteem at that time, so I really didn't know if I just didn't want to go to that one. With my senior prom, I was like, yo, I'm not going. I'm not wasting my money on this. But I know in a few years I'm gonna be on the Met Gala runway. Like my high school, my high school like peers aren't gonna have nothing on me. You feel me? But I did go through high school. Now that I'm out of high school, I do wish I did things differently. Like I was a band kid from eighth grade all the way up to when I graduated, and I wish I would have did theater. That probably would have helped me with my esteem more and my communication more. Um, I wish I would have. I was in cybersecurity club as well. But my teacher, RIP to him, tragically died on the last year, like during was it COVID? Yeah, it was during COVID year. I'm not. That was the one thing that kind of brought me down that year because even like he was my favorite teacher at the time because he actually, dang, am I finna cry? Let me chill. But he actually kind of looked out for me and saw like the potential that I had. Cause I always knew I had potential. It's just people overlooked me. Like I was overlooked in school. Like people always overlooked me for the popular kids. Like I didn't have the best clothes. Like I was cute, but like I didn't have my hair done. Like my hair was done, but it was just a basic. I'm going to school. I really don't care about the school. I don't care about the people in the school. Why would I get dressed up for them? That was my thought process. So I wore like t-shirts and jeans to school, and like a good pair of shoes, and like my hair in a ponytail. I didn't stand out too much. I wore my jacket that I liked every day. Like that's what I wore, and I didn't stand out too much. So I did get overlooked for like the more popular kids that had their new clothes every weekend or hair done every week, and outspoken, the ones I mean that would get in trouble but they're the teacher's favorite. Like I just got outlooked. And he didn't outlook me. He, like, I wouldn't say took me under his wing, but he let me sit beside him in class. I had my own computer. We had a lot of the same interest. He was kind of emo like. He's definitely an emo kid that turned into an adult. And I don't know, he was just such a good person. RIP to him. He had a very unexpected heart attack or heart problems, and it was just like one day they just said on Facebook like he died, and I had literally talked to him 2 days before, and that hit me really hard that year. Like I was out for a good 2 weeks. I couldn't watch nothing, see anything about a male teacher. His name was in it, anything with his name, because he kind of has a popular name. Anything with his name, a male teacher, or anything. Like I would literally start crying, like I'll bust out in tears. But RP to him. He did open my eyes to a lot of things. He opened my eyes to going to college, even though I had made up my mind since I was in like elementary that I wasn't going to college, and my mom can vouch for me for that because I've been saying that since I was little. I'm not going to college. It's a scam. I've known that from a very young age. And another, like, let's talk about, like, let's get on a higher note. Let's pivot to a much higher hill, okay? I didn't want to get too dark on y'all on the first episode. But one thing I did like about school was those school lunches, y'all. If I could go eat a school lunch right now, I would literally be fulfilled. Like my favorite before they stopped making it was country fried steak with gravy and brown rice. Oh my god, y'all. It was like one random day. Like I was like, yo, this is so good. Like this is bussin', bussin', bussin'. I'm eating this up. I'm eating everybody lunch up, y'all. That was the last time they made it. I promise y'all, that was the last time they made that lunch, and it's devastated me since then. Like, there was one more thing, but I can't remember because it was so long ago. I cannot remember what it was, but I know that country fried steak and rice. Yeah, I looked out for that junk every day of the week. I used to ask the lunch ladies, They didn't know when it was coming back. Y'all, that junk had me in a choke hold. But I mean, school lunches are good though. It really depends. Like we had hot wings, we had different stuff. We had like tacos. We had you can get a salad if you want to, a peanut butter jelly sandwich if you want to. If you just didn't want to eat that crap, we had fruit, y'all. We had fruit every day, and I wish I was more grateful about school lunches because now I'm sitting in the house, nothing to eat, and I could go enroll back in school and have school lunch right now. Like, please, like it was just so good school lunches, and you get to eat with your friends, Kiki and Kaka. Like me and my friends at lunch, y'all, we would be going stupid at the lunch table, laughing, Kiki and Kaka, and talking about each other, talking about people in the lunchroom, like being in folks' business. It was so crazy, bro. Um, even like we would have parties in the lunchroom, like during homecoming week. We had parties in the lunchroom. They'll play Young Dolph. They'll play Key Glock. Like we had a whole DJ. Folks would be kind of strolling, playing jokes. Like one week we had like a homecoming week. It was like 17 fights in one day, and it was so much going on. We be having parades in the school. I don't think they've done that since that principal left because I had a different principal. And there's a different principal up there right now, but I don't think they've done anything like that since because it was such a crazy day. Like we had a parade and we had a pep rally. Wait, no, no, no. I think our football game had made it to like the championships, if I'm correct. So we had a pep rally. We had a parade in the school. We we had like games and stuff going on. Outside. We was outside dancing. Like nobody was going to class. Like everybody just running around the school this one day. And yeah, everybody was fighting. It was so much going on. It was so much going on. And yeah, like I wouldn't say high school was the best years of my life because I feel like these years right now are some of the best that I've had so far because I just didn't have a good high school life. Like I was always at practice. I always just went to school. I went to school, went home, went to school, went home. My last year of school, I got a job. So I was at work and on my computer and then I had to go to practice like after we would get off the computer, like we'll have to drive to the school and go to practice. But I did get my first car that year. So that was my first car. So I was driving. I was a driving senior, even though it technically didn't matter because I wasn't in school. And that's fine with me because I didn't like school. Um, a lot of teachers just be jealous. I ain't gonna cap. A lot of teachers be jealous. A lot of them be crazy. A lot of them be not right in the membrane. You feel me? Some of them need to be. A lot of them need to be checked out for mental health. Okay, but if it ain't about me, let's kiki. But yeah, I would say if you're listening to this and you are still in school, in high school or anything, because I can't speak about college. If you're in high school right now, I would say really just do the work. If you actually like doing the work, then find something in school that you like and you can find a career that is also fulfilling to you, you know? Um I used to always think I could be a scientist, and then I went to chemistry class and that shut it down cuz girl, what is chemistry? It's a lot. Once the numbers and the letters start getting together, I be getting dyslexic, a little dyslexic about that cuz oh my gosh, I just remember y'all. I almost actually flunked before COVID year because I was in pre-calculus. Don't know why they put me in there. I was in pre-calculus and we had took a test and I had been doing so bad. I literally had a D in the class. I was so low on my grade. I literally had a D because math just don't be agreeing with me and I just don't understand it. It takes me a good month to even grasp one thing in a math problem. So I thought I had did good on this test. It was like the last test of the year. I thought I did so good. Everybody, she was reading out everybody things, and a few people like she was like, I'm not gonna read y'all's, and then she got to mine. She was like, I actually lost yours. I was like, oh, well, I hope you find it. She was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And like the next day, I came back in. I was like, were you able to find my test? She was like, no, no, no. And then a few weeks later, like we was out of school, and I looked back at my grades, and I think she put in like a 80 just so I could pass. And I was like, damn, I must have really flunked on that test. And y'all, that was the one thing I studied for. Like, they didn't teach us to study for real in school, but that was the one thing that I sat in my bed and watched videos and did problems for, and still ended up flunking the test. Like, please, please. Y'all, that hurt so bad cause I just walked into that class confident as fuck. I had my calculator, had my pencils. I was ready to get to work. Turns out I flunked the test. Damn. And damn. And that really what cut me short. But anyways, the moral of the story is, if you like math, I would say like get into engineering or something, find a good job. In this economy, you need a good career to get where you need to be. If you want a apartment, if you want a good car, get a good career that you can level up in. And nobody told me that in school, so I basically just fucked around and found out. Okay, but it's totally fine. If you don't want to go to college, it's totally fine. I still haven't went to college because I just simply don't want to. And frankly, now my brain don't even be braining no more. But I still love learning. So I'm pretty sure if I could go to college, I would excel because I love learning about stuff. Yeah, I probably just went on a rant about school. It's just school, it's just so much happened in school. Like, school brought me trauma, school brought me happiness, school brought me experiences that no other could. Good experiences, bad experiences. That's really all I can say. Like, if you went back to school today, I hope you had a good day. I hope everyone has a good day.